So when we watched episode 1, we forgot to watch the post-credits stuff, and so we're just gonna briefly catch up on that real quick. This is episode 1 of She-Hulk, the post-credits that we missed.
It's just so sad. Steve Rogers did so much for his country and he never got to experience that. It's like so sad.
Oh my gosh.
He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943.
I knew it.
You're not drunk?
Captain America! Fuck!
Wow.
All right, Jen.
What's that one? Okay. Let's get into the main video here. Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen. Today we're continuing our journey through She-Hulk. And before we even get started, I think we all just need to take a minute, just have a little kumbaya moment. So for some reference, Jen and I filmed episode 1 and 2 back to back when we released them. And I in particular got a lot of feedback. So I just wanted to let you know, I read the comments and got a lot of people telling me I was pretty hateful and that I'm misogynistic and because of some of my thoughts. So going into this one, I'm not gonna shy away from some of my thoughts, guys. I'm gonna just tell you how I feel, but I was just surprised. I wasn't expecting that level of animosity towards me, especially considering like how much I love characters like Wanda in this. I think that's a wonderful female lead character.
Yeah.
Black Widow, love her. I think I was one of the few male people on YouTube that actually defended Captain Marvel at the time. When that came out and all the flack that got. So I was just surprised, I guess. But, you know, I hear what a lot of you guys are saying. I think maybe I focus too much on nitpicky stuff instead of just enjoying the show for what it is. So I hear you guys, but I hope we can I just want a clean slate. I want to go in, I just want to have a good time, and I am enjoying the how are you feeling going into this, especially with some of the feedback we've gotten?
We've always made it clear that like we are gonna have our own opinions. They are not necessarily gonna match up with some of your opinions, and that's okay. I think that's the beauty of, you know, having a reaction channel, is that not everybody is gonna agree on everything. How boring would that be? So just keep in mind that these are just like our thoughts. You don't have to agree with it. They could be like flat out wrong in your opinion, but they're just our opinions.
Yeah.
I think that that's perfectly reasonable. I also read some of the comments and I like getting feedback, okay? It bothers me when people are to the point where they bully. That I'm not okay with. I don't think you should ever get to that point. However, I do like feedback. I like reading it. I like people that are able to correct me or tell me something that I didn't know. For this series, I didn't know it was a comedy.
Yeah, I hear what you. Well,
I didn't know that like it was classified as a comedy. I knew that there was like little quips and you know, funny comments made in it, but I didn't know it was classified as a comedy.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of has that Marvel like natural sense of humor that I feel like all Marvel properties have.
Yeah, but they're not classified as
comedy, right? So yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah, so when I see like Marvel, have we seen any Marvel stuff that's like classified as a comedy?
Maybe Thor: Love and Thunder, maybe Ragnarok, but yeah. Thor: Love and Thunder.
So that threw me off a little bit. So I do appreciate people pointing that out, because that really did help me like, oh, okay, it's a comedy, that makes sense. But when I saw Marvel, I guess being new to the whole MCU and the pattern of it was just a little bit surprised at the tone. But now seeing the comments about people saying, oh, it's supposed to be a comedy, I'm like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. That made me feel a little bit better, so I appreciate that. But is it my favorite series? No, it's not.
Yeah.
And that's just how I feel, and I think that me and Holden are on the same page about we're never going to fake a reaction or give a reaction based off of what we perceive as like the popular opinion, I guess.
Yeah. Now, I do want to say, I think that just because the show is a comedy doesn't absolve it of fault. I think it's very easy, at least in some of the comments I saw, like some of the critiques I think that we gave. Some people were like, well, it's a comedy, you're thinking too hard about it. Maybe that's true in some circumstances, but like at the end of episode 1 when the girl like busts through the courthouse or whatever, and we had We have not seen her, we don't know anything about her, and that is just being like the tone. The other thing too is that people are like, well, you need to read the comics, you need to know the comics. People talked about Hulk, Bruce Banner, having dissociative identity disorder. I mean, like, well, he was abused by his father and all this stuff. I saw several comments about that, which is fine, which is great, except that the MCU has not explicitly described that as Mark Ruffalo's Hulk in the show itself. So while that may be true in the comics, which is wonderful, until the MCU specifically talks about that, you can't just say, well, it's in the comics or that's a character in the comics, that's fine. But as a viewer of a show, unless they explain it in the show itself, we have to take it just at face value. There's just a random character busting in.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like our dynamic is really interesting because I obviously have not read any of the comics. So I am absolutely going into this like at face value, and you have some experience.
Yeah. Not with She-Hulk so much, you know, but.
Well, I mean, you have some, you just went on like in the comics.
Oh, well, about Hulk and stuff, yeah.
You have more experience with the comics than I do, so you have some reference. So it's interesting that we have those two different points of view, but I did not necessarily dislike this series. I think that it's interesting, it's piqued my interest. I love Tatiana Maslany from Orphan Black, and so I'm really loving her performance. However, I recognize that I am a type of person that I need a couple episodes under my belt to really be able to say like, you know what, this is getting really good, or I really just dislike this. So I feel like we are going into it with an open mind,
well,
as always.
Clean slate, everybody. We're gonna go and have a good time. We'll still critique it if we feel that way. One comment that I got, I don't know who sent it, but I felt was pretty constructive, is that, I have a tendency to maybe point out all the things I don't really like because that's what sticks in my mind. And I neglect to maybe talk about some of the stuff I really enjoyed about it. So a lot of the times we'll say, well, here's a lot of problems or whatever, but overall I liked it. And I think that may throw people off. So maybe one thing I can do is I can make sure I talk also about things that I enjoyed too. So I think that's a fair criticism.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that we should all try and do,
Yeah, but guys,
focus on the positive.
I'm happy to go into it. I'm sorry I'm a misogynist and hey, I hate women. I'll work on that, I guess. I'll work on that, guys. I'm sorry. But I am excited to continue on. So let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 3 of She-Hulk.
Is that completely CGI, or is it a different actress, or is it Tatiana Maslany?
It's Tatiana is doing the motion capture, kind of like Mark Ruffalo does. But yeah, pretty much that's all full CGI, but based on her reference.
When they first mentioned Abomination, I was like, what the heck? Because I was thinking of something else besides the character that was in Hulk, and it was Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah. We've seen Resident Evil, so that's one we'll never get to react to.
Yeah, so I don't know why, but that popped in my head. I have a hard time, because I've seen everything in the MCU so condensed and close. I have a hard time
keeping track of all that. I think his name actually was Abomination in that. Not Tim Roth.
You said to my face that you never turn into the Abomination anymore.
No, I said I choose not to.
Totally destroys your chances at parole?
What? But I returned of my own. And his name is
Wong. Just Wong.
Oh, I love Wong.
A sorcerer.
I know you can't wait to see Wong. I get it. I just want to make sure that you don't think this is one of those cameo every week type of shows.
I love that they're capitalizing on what the viewer is feeling or is looking forward to.
We hadn't really talked about her breaking the fourth wall like that. Apparently it was before Deadpool started doing that.
What is breaking the fourth wall?
When she directly references the viewer of the camera, where she's driving, and then she talks to us as the audience.
Oh.
That's why she's like, this isn't going to be one of those weekly
That would have been
cameo.
helpful to know. Because I saw it in a bunch of comments.
There's something in this country called due process. Emil deserves a fair hearing.
You have to respond.
Holloway beckons. Dennis!
No, what? Not Jen Walters.
You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Mallory Book.
She could be my next fiance.
Oh my gosh.
He a lawyer? He looks cool.
He's been defrauded by an ex-girlfriend and wants to file a suit against her to get his money back. Shape-shifting light elf from New Asgard.
Oh, nice, bro.
Okay, well, to be fair, I thought I was dating Megan Thee Stallion.
She drove up a side.
Or you see, this is why I don't want Walters.
So sorry.
Wong!
Oh my gosh, I miss him.
Pug, good luck. Dennis?
Required a worthy opponent as part of my training to become Sorcerer Supreme. And as Sorcerer
Again,
He just gets up.
be punishing him. The parole board will not release him after seeing this video.
I'm not erasing everyone's memories, not again.
Does not?
Again.
I don't know what that is.
I'm still watching everyone. I know you can't see me, but I'm still here. Letting the dogs in. I got subtitles. I can still see the TV.
$175,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works too.
In parts of the country, Mr. Bukowski.
Oh, come here.
This is fantastic. That's Megan the Stallion?
No, I think it was who she was before. That's how I'm getting older. I have no idea who that is.
Wait. But at some point in time, you gotta take personal responsibility.
I have to say, this is unexpected.
Well, it's just money after all.
I love harassing women in the workplace. It's my kick.
Not cool. Let that be a warning.
So that's Megan the Stallion.
No. That's the base form. It's what she normally looks like. She was impersonating Megan the Stallion.
So who is that? Over the
Just the elf that the misogynist guy was getting with.
Oh, okay.
Are those your soulmates?
They look like Carol Baskin.
What's wrong about?
I think we all know how this is going to go. So let's keep this brief. Really entertaining the idea of releasing someone who's been documented escaping from prison?
He also killed a ton of people in New York.
I've spent every day of my incarceration focused solely on redemption. Spiritually, karmically, cosmically, dimensionally.
Etc.
If released, would you have a place to live?
Yeah, you can rely on that.
With his 7 soulmates.
Does own a plot of land on which he plans to work and reside. Mr. Blonsky is currently in a long-term committed relationship with pals, all of whom have pledged.
They are my better 8s.
My better 8s.
I don't think we need to get into that any further. Any other questions?
He's helped countless prisoners learn how to read.
He leads daily guided meditation and yoga.
Save you from a bad marriage.
Aww.
Now the library is more than just a quiet place to shift someone.
I'll release you, Linda.
Proud of you, Carl.
There's still the matter of Mr. Blonsky's escape.
There were extenuating circumstances that the witness will explain.
Whoa.
There he is.
Jeez, Miss Walters, swim me up.
And I do think you will see this whole thing in a totally different light after hearing from him.
I feel like Wong would be responsible then for some legal repercussion.
She has diplomatic immunity.
She may have diplomatic immunity in New Asgard, but we are not in New Asgard.
Asgard is not a place.
Thor's inspirational speeches are not admissible in court.
And engaged in role play.
Oh, gross.
No rational adult would have believed my client's texts were from the real Megan the Stallion.
Is Megan the Stallion a real
person? Yeah.
So, Miss Runa, your motion to dismiss is denied. In light of some new information I've just received, I'm changing my ruling.
Can I do that? Can I just...
Impersonate.
Well, it was...
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Down from there.
Oh, got me there. Yeah, the alpha. That got me for a second. I was like, you can't just do that.
I offered him asylum at Kamatage, but he was quite adamant he'd be returned to serve out his sentence.
Thank you.
Yeah, but surely there must be repercussions for Wong. You can't just break prisoners out and then offer them asylum.
Blonsky was forced out of his cell against his will. And even when offered instant freedom, he chose to return to his cell.
Uncontrollably becomes abomination. Isn't he a raging monster out for blood?
If I could just put your mind at ease. It's fine. Jen.
It's Crocs.
As you can see, I'm in full control.
That's enough!
Yeah, I mean, he's cool, you know?
Totally fine. Emil! Okay, everybody calm. Forgive Mr. Blonsky's enthusiasm. Mr. Blonsky could have broken free, but has chosen to remain in his cell, practicing a strict regimen of training and self-discipline. He deserves a future as a free man and a productive citizen.
Thank you, Miss Walters. Let's get this man some clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And as for Mr. Wong,
Master of the Mystic Arts, former librarian of Kamatage.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Just admitted to facilitating a prisoner escape, which is
Yeah, that's
crime.
I must depart.
Fonda claims that you're one of Blonsky's rumored soulmates.
Is there any truth to the rumor that your powers from a mafia hit gone wrong?
This can go away, you know, with one little interview. Good Day LA is thirsty for you.
No, thank you.
Genie is out of the bottle, girl. You are a story now. Okay. Oh my God, you're pregnant with the Abomination's baby. Connecting the A and B story. Nice.
That's breaking the fourth wall there.
The man is almost terminally deluded.
I'd call him gross.
Hey, would you be willing to say that under oath? Miss Walters, how would you describe your relationship to Mr. Bukowski?
We worked together for several years at the DA's office.
Did he ever share his personal life with you, specifically his dating?
Prolifically and unprompted.
You want to
Self-absorbed, chauvinistic, conceited. He once described himself as a New York 10 and an LA 11.
Objection. This is your witness, but I agree. Do you think that Dennis Bukowski would believe that he could actually pull Megan?
He would absolutely believe that he's dating the real Megan Thee Stallion because he is truly that delusional.
No further
I
question.
feel like this would hit harder if I knew who Megan Thee Stallion was.
Yeah, I don't know who she is either.
60 days for impersonating a judge.
No.
Yeah, I mean.
There's only one.
Oh, that's her?
That must be her.
God, I thought she was holding something different.
Wish there was a way we could remove her powers and make sure she doesn't victimize anyone else.
Oh, did Dennis Bukowski just give me an idea?
Just a moment. I'll find out exactly.
Grant Mr. Blonsky's release on parole effective immediately. As an addition of
Carol Baskins.
I'm in your debt.
Spiritually, of course.
Just stay out of the news. That's all I ask.
And they're gonna write a story about you one way or the other. Better to be part of it, really.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, my name's Jennifer Walters, not She-Hulk, and my client's name is Emil Blonsky.
How did you come up with the name She-Hulk?
Oh, funny story, I didn't. It stuck. So now whether I like it or not, I am forever She-Hulk.
Shares her diet and exercise secrets.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, what the?
I got her! What the heck?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, yeah, for real. What's with the helmets? What are these weapons? Who are these guys?
Did you guys rob an Asgardian construction worker?
Asgardian construction worker. I'm glad we're getting some action in here. Shit.
I mean, she probably killed that guy.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. He's just like lying there, you know, neck broken.
Thunderball.
I couldn't pierce that nasty green skin.
Damn it.
Boss gonna be mad.
I wonder why she doesn't go get them. All right, we got a post-credit scene. Megan Thee Stallion, T-H-E, the.
There's my new favorite client. Just your signature there.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm
I'll kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion.
Dollar back. Body, yaddy, yaddy.
Your face.
Oh. It's fine, turn a new leaf. All right, just finished episode 3 of She-Hulk. Really good. The post-credit scene, that was interesting. That was, ew, Falcon. I think that twerking is just trashy in general, and I know that, you know, we're trying to start a new leaf here, but I'll just leave that alone. I mean, I'll just leave it alone. Okay, that excluded, the episode itself was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. There wasn't, I don't have any nitpicks this time, so I think that was a good one. What did you think?
You know, just being honest, it's still not my like favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things that I dislike about this series is how short it is. I really feel like once they start to find their groove, the episode ends. I wish they were hour-long episodes because I feel like I would potentially like it a lot more if it was able to play out more. However, Tatiana is so good at playing her that anytime she comes on, I just enjoy her performance in general. And my favorite thing about this episode that the other ones did not have was Wong.
Oh, yeah, I love Wong.
Absolutely love. I think he's fantastic. He always nails it. And I think he was such a great addition to, I hope to see him again, but I think it was a one and done type thing. I don't know who Megan the Stallion is, obviously, because I thought she was the elderly lady, the elf lady. I don't know what to say about her, but I am enjoying Tatiana's performance. I would like to see Hulk also come back because I enjoy their chemistry. I really do. That's probably one of my favorite parts, just kind of seeing them play off each other. So yeah, you know, it's decent. It's not horrible by any means. Not my favorite show, but it's a good watch.
Yeah, the episode's okay. The only thing I'd say is I've yet to see kind of the overarching like conflict of the show. Like last episode, we see Temroth as Abomination. She gets assigned as his lawyer. And then in this one, she kind of clears him. There's some funny banter with Wong, you know, essentially freeing a prisoner. You know, he kind of comedically scurries off, and then that's kind of concluded. And now that you had a couple of these Asgardian construction workers, or people who stole their tools, so she fights them for a second, and then I guess the only thing that they really say there is, you know, the boss isn't going to be happy. And that's really it. So that would probably be my big thing so far, is that, like, what is the overall point?
Well, I'm wondering if that is going to be a main storyline.
Probably.
The boss.
It seems that's where it's going. What you said about the episodes being kind of short, the only other Disney Plus Marvel show that's short like this, or was short like this, was WandaVision. WandaVision's episodes are only about 30 minutes at the time. Yeah, it's been so long that we kind of forget.
I don't really?
Yeah, they were around, the first few anyway, were around that 30, 35 minute mark. They were fairly short.
These feel shorter than 30 minutes. That's just a preference. I don't know if like there's people out there that prefer the 30-minute episodes, but it just feels like to me every time they have like a good storyline that there's more potential there to kind of play out. And when you scrap them up into 30 minutes, you can't really delve into it as much as I think I would like. That's my biggest criticism, I think, so far. Is just that the episodes are not long enough.
Yeah, they made Megan the Stallion a big part of the episode, like as a whole. You know, there was a whole case proceeding based on this guy dating a Megan the Stallion imposter. I don't really understand the Megan the Stallion name. A stallion is an uncastrated male horse. So she's Megan the uncastrated male horse.
Why do you know that?
Well, I feel like she, when she was coming up with her stage name, was like, a stallion is a pretty horse, so I'll be Megan the pretty. It's a male horse that still has its balls, so I feel like she should be Megan the mare, which is a beautiful female horse. But you know, I don't know. I'm not her. I don't even know who she is. But I think that the whole twerking scene, I'm trying to be as diplomatic as it's not for me. It doesn't work for me. And now whether that's Iron Man doing it, or Captain America, Thor, any male character twerking, I'd feel the same way. I just feel like it's trashy in general. But you know, it's a comedy show and they're just having fun, so I understand the context of it. That's fine. So overall, the episode's okay. I feel like with you, it's not my favorite Disney Marvel show, but this episode was okay.
I'm intrigued with this whole boss is not going to be happy, because I would really like that. It kind of reminds me of Daredevil in the beginning, where it opened up to this like bigger storyline, which I think I would really enjoy. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, those are just some of our thoughts, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully we can all kind of come back together and enjoy this series together, as us making it and you watching it, and have some more fun going forward. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. We do want to see kind of the feedback that we get. If you enjoyed this video, like it. It does help the channel out a lot. Subscribe. You'll be notified next time we post a video. We're going to try to do these with some more regularity. We're getting caught up on Stranger Things. We kind of took a break 1 week doing She-Hulk, and then we did Stranger Things. Now we're kind of getting back to catching up with She-Hulk, so hopefully we'll get to continue watching them weekly. But that is it, everyone. We appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.